So the topic then is the question of lament. The intention of recognising and expressing communal sorrow. Now that's a loaded topic at the moment, isn't it? There's a lot of sorrow around. There's a lot of sorrow globally on a whole range of fronts in an age of terror and insecurity. And then within the church community as well, a lot of sorrow. In the West, I think there's an underlying sorrow about the visible diminishment of our parishes in some way, the diminishment of numbers of priests and religious, the way that the apparently easy transmission of the faith from one generation to another that many of our grandparents and parents would have known just doesn't work like that so easily anymore. A lot of sorrow among grandparents and parents of their kids don't take to themselves the faith and the practice of the faith that have meant so much to us. So there's a general sorrow, and then in the last 15 years we've become very aware of that the tragedy of child sexual abuse within the church as part of the broader tragedy of domestic violence and child sexual assault within society. So it's a delicate topic, and I'm just going to make a few pointers. I don't really know how to address this topic, I have to say, and I just want to make a few pointers to think that might be useful. I want to go back to the issue this morning, where I was talking about the Easter Triduum as precisely the celebration of God's new creation, of God's making new the created order. And over the celebration of the Triduum, we'll be reminded of this many times. Think of the way that all the four Gospel writers set the death and resurrection of Jesus within an apocalyptic framework. Jesus predicts the destruction of the temple and of Jerusalem, and he warns his community about how to live within that destruction. And he sees that as part of the coming about of the rule of God. The way that this world runs, the world of Caesar and the empire and the world of Herods, the way that this world runs, Jesus sees, is bound to fail because it's structured by force and violence. And in the midst of this, we can learn to live by the rule, the reign of God, a reign that works by service and love, not by force and violence. So Jesus predicts, he tells his followers, be ready for this, be ready for this. And we heard Chris this morning reminding us, Matthew sets the death of Jesus and the resurrection, the going to the tomb, within very apocalyptic language. The earth quakes, the sun is covered, the veil of the temple torn. We hear all these signs, the apocalyptic signs that accompany the death of Jesus himself and his resurrection. And then in the tradition of the church, that the harrowing of hell, the going of Jesus into the world of Sheol, the place of the dead, the place of silence and of absence from God, and there communicating again a new life, a new creation, a new opportunity. The iconography of the church has it that Jesus goes to Adam and Eve and leads them out, that the proto-humans, the very first of our species, Jesus goes and renews them. So the death and resurrection of Jesus touches right into the very depths of human existence, the human race itself. And then it's on the 8th day, the first day of the new time, the first day of the new creation, 7 days plus 1, that they go to the garden and find him not there. Why are you looking among the dead for one who is alive? And of course, it's not an accident. This is set in a garden. The Gospel writers rub our noses in it, that just as Adam and Eve were placed by God in the garden, he's the new human, the new one, the newly created one, forged from the darkness of death in the garden. And that's carried through to the 50th day, a week of weeks plus 1 day. The pouring out of the spirit of the end time. Remember, all the prophets prophesy that in those days God will send out God's spirit and renew the earth. And so here on Pentecost, it's giving out and on. So I want to set this very much, this discussion of lament, in this horizon of our expectation of the new creation. The expectation that God has begun and is continuing to bring about the renewal of creation, to bring about the new creation itself. That's completely congruent, it seems to me, with the teaching of Jesus in his proclamation of the kingdom of God. in his ministry there around the Sea of Galilee in those towns and villages, talking to people fully aware of the kingdom of Caesar and its day-to-day effects on themselves, on what they could do, on what work they do, on the wages they earned, on where they could travel and move, fully aware of where they could trade and what they could hope to achieve in their life. And Jesus goes around talking about a different kingdom that's present and emerging in the midst of the kingdom of Caesar. In the midst of the empire of Caesar, Jesus talks about the empire of God. And that's a narrative that's around in this day. There are many tellings, there are many versions of this storyline of the kingdom of God in Jesus' day. But three common factors to the various tellings of the storyline of the kingdom of God and the many themes and motifs. So three factors. The primary idea is that the world and all of creation belongs to God. That Israel's God is Lord, is the only power. Caesar might think he's got the world under control. Herod might think he's got that northeast corner of the whole land under control, but it's God's. It's all God's. It all belongs to God. And Israel, in a particular way, belongs to God. God is king. Not Caesar, not Herod, not the temple authorities. God is king. However, something has gone astray in God's kingdom, in the creation itself. And the scriptures tend to locate that with the presence of evil. Evil that Genesis locates in the human heart. That the human heart has turned against God and turned on itself. And that out of that evil then emerges all the distress and worry and concern of the world. St. Paul, of course, sees that affecting even the creation itself. So that the created world is groaning for completion, is groaning for liberation from this world structured by distress, by death itself. God is king, but things aren't going in this world the way God had planned, the way God wants them to go. And so the conviction that God will act. So Jesus appears on the shores of the Galilee saying, the time is ripe. The harvest is here, God's kingdom is happening. So get with it. Come with it. Come with me. Follow me. Jesus announces that God's promise, hoped for in many ways through the history of Israel, hoped for in many ways in Jesus' death, in Jesus' time, in Jesus' day, many different ways of imagining how the kingdom of God might become and how we might find it. But Jesus says, if you want to know how God is at work in this world, come with me. Come and I will show you. Come and follow me. We hear this all through the Hebrew scripture. Jesus had learned the storyline of the kingdom of God. The scriptures describe the original exodus out of slavery in Egypt as a type of new creation, God's new act of creating his people and leading his people from the desert of chaos into the promised land of order. And then the return from exile, from captivity in the Persians is seen as a type of new exodus as the people return. Here's a new exodus, a new creation. God's creating Israel, his people again. And then Jesus' ministry itself, his life, death, his resurrection, his paschal mystery, the pouring out of the Spirit, seen as a new creation, a new working of God. And it's against that vision, that horizon, that the biblical writers understand that we living now in the midst of the disorder and chaos and futility and frailty of our condition can cry out to God. We cry out of our distress, looking for this gift of the new creation, looking for God to act again, to bring about what God's promises hold for us, to move again, to pour out His Spirit, to speak the word, to open the prophetic word again, and to speak the Spirit, the word to us. Here's one of perhaps the most bleakest of the lament psalms, Psalm 87, Friday night prayer. Will you work your wonders for the dead? Will the shades stand and praise you? Will your love be told in the grave, or your faithfulness among the dead? Will your wonders be known in the dark, or your justice in the land of the living? Lord, why do you reject me? Why do you hide your face? And unlike many other psalms where a positive note is struck, but I, through your great love, will have access to your house and praise your name. In this psalm, there's no sign of hope. We're left in the darkness on Friday nights, heading off to bed. Good thing the football's on these days on Friday. Most weeks. And so we're left in the darkness on Friday night. There's no lifting of the spirit. It's confronting. So the Bible is very comfortable about crying out our distress, our pain, our questions. How long? How long to this new creation? And why don't you look at this? Why, God, don't you see our distress? Why don't you move? Why don't you act? Why don't you do something to bring about the new creation so long promised? How long? Caught up, of course, by the gospel writers and put into Jesus' mouth on the cross. Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. Why have you forsaken me? Jesus, of course, had felt that urge for the future, had felt that longing for the new creation. He predicts the destruction of the temple, and his advice to the disciples then, what to do in the time of distress, what to do in this in-between time as we await the coming of the new creation, as we await God's presence and action to be manifest about us. So he tells us, you've heard all these things, we'll hear them through Advent, we'll hear them again in the lead up to Easter. He tells his disciples we have to learn to watch, to stay awake for the signs. To stay awake for the signs of the distress. The sun will be darkened, the nation will rise up against nation, the troops will come, there'll be war against war against war. Look at the signs. He said, but don't be misled. Don't follow the wrong signs. Don't run after the ones who say, look, the kingdom's there, the kingdom's here. Don't run after everyone who tells you that they've found the answer or that they've found the problem. He says, learn to read the signs. And we learn to read the signs by waiting, by being awake, by persevering in the work of the kingdom, by persevering in the life of the gospel, learning to live out the Beatitudes, not as some hope for a future life, but as a way of life, a way of living the kingdom of God in the midst of the kingdom of Caesar and the kingdom of Herod. How to live out the way that God is among us with one another. Persevere in the things of the kingdom. Keep working for justice. Keep working to live together as brothers and sisters in love, not as brothers and sisters at each other's throats. Most of the gospel is about trying to talk to us about how to live together without killing each other. That's all we have to do. But we haven't got it yet, have we? We're still working on it. But that's most of what the teaching of the New Testament is at. Most of the second half of all those letters of Paul, after the theology at the front, then goes on for a few chapters about saying, try to live together without killing each other. And that's good, that's good. That's all we need to do. And of course, the whole message of the apocalyptic chapters are the one who endures to the end will be saved. Your endurance will be your life. So part of the lament, part of the longing for the new creation is to learn how to wait, to watch, and to keep going, to endure. Chris, did you point that out for us in Matthew's one, to keep going in the way of the kingdom, to keep going in the way of the gospel. This is brought to a beautiful conclusion then, this longing for the new creation. At the very end of our Bible, the book of Revelation, with the river of life and the calling out of the church to the Spirit and to Christ to come. Pushing on. So this lament as a longing for the new creation. In the biblical world, lament is not self-pity, it's not self-indulgent, although God can sort of deal with our self-pity, doesn't let us have it for long, but God can sort of cope with our self-pity. But he doesn't leave us there, there's not much good about it really, it doesn't get us into it. So lament is not self-pity, it's not self-victimisation, it's not playing the victim situation. It's crying out against a firm hope, a certain hope, in the new creation that God is bringing about, speaking out of the depths of the human experience of frailty, shame, loss, sin, grief and danger, not underestimating, not downplaying any of those realities, but praying out of them, persevering within them, with our eyes fixed on the coming of the kingdom of God and the promise of reconciliation, healing, wholeness, liberation, oppression that the gospel will talk about. So there's been a few voices of lament heard this week. I've just got a few lines from the presentation statement of the Truth, Justice and Healing Commission on Monday in response to the Council assisting, wrapping up the findings of the Royal Commission about sexual abuse allegations in the Roman Catholic Church. This is Francis Sullivan, some of his speech you might have heard and seen on Monday. The data tells us that over the 6 decades from 1950 to 2010, some 1,265 Catholic priests and religious were the subject of a child sexual abuse claim in relation to, was it 4,000 children? 4,000 individuals with allegations? Alleged claims. These numbers are shocking, they're tragic, and they're indefensible. And each entry in this data, for the most part, represents a child who suffered at the hands of someone who should have cared for and protected them. Let's not forget the ripples of abuse also felt by their families, friends and carers. This data, along with all we've heard over the past 4 years, can only be interpreted for what it is, a massive failure on the part of the Catholic Church in Australia to protect children from abusers and predators. And this guided determination by leaders at the time to put the interests of the Church ahead of the most vulnerable, and a corruption of the gospel the Church seeks to profess. As Catholics, we hang our heads in shame over this. So here, words of lament. We just voice it out. We voice out our condition because we're still confident that God is bringing about the new creation. We're still confident that the gospel will work. And so we can feel the shame, perhaps even more deeply, because it contradicts that vision of God so much. It contradicts what the kingdom's about. We feel perhaps the weight of the shame even more deeply than our secular brothers and sisters. And yet we don't stop crying out our hope for things to be different, for things to be otherwise. How do we make liturgy around that sorrow in this case? I don't know. And I'm a bit ambivalent even to raise the question. I mean, in my own diocese back in 1994, 5, 6, after the first arrests and imprisonment, the first cases of child sexual abuse by priests and others, so we did try a few. I remember where I had my friends. We did try a couple of things at the cathedral at the time, but fairly quickly the survivors said to us, "That's nice for you, but it's just salt in our wounds. For you to be in church singing hymns while our lives are destroyed. It's just salt in our wounds." So we stopped. There hasn't been and very much now the interest would be to be with survivors, and that the input of survivors would guide that question of readiness. So I think it is a question of discernment, of readiness, of waiting. I think it's a Holy Saturday experience of just learning to wait, not quite knowing even the words to put on the lament yet. Not knowing quite what to do. I think it's a differentiated task. I think there is one aspect of the task which is about the accompaniment of survivors and their families to the extent that they want to be accompanied by churches, because that's not always the case. That's one task, and it needs a certain composure. Another task is the pastoral care of the Mass goers. And I think often there, a prayer of the faithful, a mention at the right time in the homily, a recognition at the end of Mass this week, for example, that all the media attention has been given. But sometimes just a few small, well-placed gestures can provide that pastoral care, that pastoral openness for the Mass-going community, who also needs attention, who also is caught up in this. And then I think a third area are the public accountability questions. So our public face, our face to the broad Catholic community and to the broad community at large, and particularly about telling the story of child protection, of creating safe environments for children within the church. So I think there are many aspects to this one question. I've just got a couple of images to finish with. I'm trying to wrap up. So I don't know what to do about liturgy, but I find these two things evocative. One is the loud fence. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So if you've driven through the city of Ballarat or other parts of the diocese, or you know, I think there are loud fence. So tying everything's on the fence. So very, very, very evocative, very, very profound to drive past. Now, a moment comes because they can't stay there, because they'll rot and look ugly, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So even survivors know they can't stay forever. So the question then comes what do you do? And a variety of initiatives have been taken. Some people are working with artists to develop memorials with the support and work of survivors that can be a permanent reminder. Maybe they're picking up some of the colours or the shapes or the themes, or even the very ribbons themselves being incorporated into some sort of permanent memorial. And when that happens, there'll need to be some sort of ritual to launch that memorial or open it up. And there's a little moment working with survivors and their families, working with local communities, that almost calls for ritual and the voicing of some sort of lament. Don't know what it will look like yet, but I think that there is a moment coming where there will be need for some sort of ritual around what to do with those land fence items. And here's another image that works for me. It's hard to see this in the picture. They call this a healing stone. This is a bit of granite from the Wicklow Mountains in Ireland. And in 2011, there was a public liturgy of lament in the Pro-Cathedral in Dublin. The Pope had asked Archbishop O'Malley from Boston to go to Dublin, to Ireland on a papal visitation, on an official visitation. And O'Malley and Dermot Martin, the Archbishop of Dublin, presided over this liturgy of lament in the cathedral. And this poem that's on the stone, can you see that? It's a bit hard to see. These are words written by survivors and sort of given to the congregation to say at that liturgy. Lord, we're so sorry for what some of us did to your children and treated them so cruelly, especially in their hour of need. We've left them with a lifelong suffering. This is not your plan for them or us. Please help us to help them and guide us, Lord. Amen. So these words are put together by survivors, given to the congregation as saying, and they've been printed into this bit of Wicklow granite. And the following year, 2012, there was an interesting congress in Ireland, Dublin, and the Pope blessed this stone, and it went around the diocese. It ties in, the stone ties into that Celtic figure of the healing properties of stones and wells and the natural world. And I find it quite evocative. I find it quite a powerful thing. Now, what I find about both these things, I find a few things, that they're not verbal. They're non-verbal things. I find that to be quite strong. That they're not churchy. They don't have priests attached to them, and bells and smoke around them. So they're not churchy. In fact, they're exterior to the churches. They're outside the church, not inside the church. And they're also culture communicative. That the stone communicates in the Celtic spirituality very strongly. I think the colour and movement, you know, whenever Australians have parties, wheeling Kylie Minogue and colour and movement, tinsel, and Australians don't mind a bit of colour and movement. And I think the joyfulness and provocativeness almost of the loud fence fits something of the Australian temperament. But I think particularly they've worked because they're not owned by the priests. They're there for everybody who wants them to make use. So I think our rituals around ritualising the sorrow of sexual abuse will have to be more like Anzac Day than what we do inside church. That's my hunch. I don't know that bishops throwing themselves prostrate around the country is going to be the solution, but I do wonder whether after the Royal Commission closes, there is a moment for the Bishops' Conference to enact a corporate national act of repentance. I think if there's ever going to be time for that, it would be the end of the Royal Commission. Now I've gone way over time. I was going to ask you this question, but I'll just have to leave it forward with you. What images were for you? What's helped you in your life lament? How did you lament the love of the lost one, or the loss of that pregnancy, or the failure of your marriage, or the redundancy of work? How have you? What did you find helpful? of Lament. That's the question. But I will just offer you this. For my spiritual reading, I read a little book by Jean Farnier at the moment called Signs of the Times, 7 Journeys to Hope. And he talks about the church at the moment is being called to make a journey from humiliation to humility. Good idea. And of course that's an invitation to a new encounter with Jesus and a new encounter with that new creation that God offers us. And if you've all got your snaps of that slide. My last point. Isn't what we do in First Rite Reconciliation something like a liturgy of lament? Something like an experience of lament? Look at the things that happen in confession. There's a dialogue between human beings that goes on. With the new rite, post-Vatican II rite, it's so clear that there's meant to be conversation. It repeats about several times that the priest and the penitent are meant to respond to each other. What they're saying. There's meant to be a conversation. And within that conversation, two things go on. Sin is named, really. And the ministry of Jesus is enacted. The non-judgmental compassion of Jesus is voiced. I think it's important that sin is named between two people. I grow more and more convinced as I get older that when we try and name sin ourselves, we get it wrong. Or at least only partly right. And we need the other person. So yes, it's right that I can say sorry to God in the privacy of my room, I'm forgiven. But what happens in reconciliation is sin is named through the discussion with the other. And that might well mean a changing of my mind about what I think is my sin. Or what is my real sin, the deeper hardness of heart that's manifesting in these things I'm trying to name. And then what happens, there's a gesture of blessing. It says the priest extends his hands over the head of the penitent. So there's a gesture of human touch and blessing, or at least the effort to make that gesture, at least to raise the hand. And in the proclamation of this new creation, not just as something that we hope is going to happen in the future, but as something that's happening now. If there was a difference between Luther and Trent, it's that reconciliation is not just a promise of something to happen in the future, but it's something that is happening now. The reconciliation of the gospel is coming about in this human interaction, in this sacramental individual. And according to the rite, this is how the church becomes a witness of the new creation to